brought about a new horse, essentially.
He's a genuine horse,
Yeah.
but I think it just helped his focus, helped his application, and took him to another level.
And Nick, you were giving Beauty Joy a bit of a chance at odds, of course. His odds, 28-1.
Great odds in the win market, in the place market, Jenny. Everybody knows this horse is just going to keep trying to the end, I guess. So all the place value's been squeezed out.
Last few runners are moving in for the second of our Group 1 races here on Champions Day at Sharton. This is the FWD Champions Mile. The favourite is Golden 60 at 1.4 and 1.1 for a place. He's looking to win this race for the 4th time mark, and Vincent Ho is looking to win it for the 5th.
He's indeed Tom, and the two heroes of Hong Kong racing in races 7 and 8. Golden 60 into Romantic Warrior. The champion to come forward, Beauty Eternal, about to make his way in. We wait for Red Line and Galaxy Patch. And also Beauty Joy, who's backed on a place line into 2.9. D, the local caller, has just revved the crowd up for the champ. There he is, drawn next to Voyage Bubble. He's in barrier 7, Golden 60. They're just about ready. There's one out. It's Galaxy Patch. The atmosphere, it grows. The FWD Champions Mile, they're ready. Golden 60, the favourite, they're racing. He was first out, Golden 60, and he jumped so well. Voyage Bubble to his inside. Red Line began well, as did Beauty Eternal, and came Taj Dragon. Next is Brave Emperor from Elton Barrows, and Galaxy Patch on the rail from O Bamburamai. Second last is Beauty Joy, and Champagne Colour is last of all. Beauty Eternal 3 off the rail leads. Golden 60's in the first 3. Voyage Bubbles down on the rail. Red Lion 4th, and then came Taj Dragon and Brave Emperor. 2 lengths to Elton Barrows from Galaxy Patch and O Bamburamai. Second last is Beauty Joy, and 2 lengths to Champagne Colour. It's Beauty Eternal leading, no speed on, and he's out by a length over Red Line. Voyage Bubbles running 3rd, Golden 60 has 1 out cover 4th. Then Taj Dragon, Brave Emperor follows the champ. Next is Galaxy Patch from Elton Barrows, O Bamburamai, Beauty Joy, and Champagne Colour is 3 lengths away. Last of all, it's a slowly run Champions Mile as Beauty Eternal leads Red Line half a length. Voyage Bubble 3rd. Vincent easing up 3 wide now on Golden 60. 2 lengths to Taj Dragon and Brave Emperor. Beauty Eternal is the leader. A length and a half Red Line. Golden 60. He needs to rally now. Voyage Bubbles on the inside. Beauty Eternal leads. He's 2 lengths over Red Line and Golden 60. Beauty Eternal, he's still in front. 2 Red Line, Voyage Bubble, Golden 60 will miss a place. Zach Purton's going to do it again, and he's outstripped them from the front in the Champions Mile. Beauty Eternal gets his moment of glory and beaten home Red Line and Voyage Bubble in a photo. Then came Golden 60. Next in Galaxy Patch, Beauty Joy, and then Taj Dragon, Elton Barrows, Brave Emperor, O Bamburamai and Champagne Colour. Beauty Eternal, Zach Purton and John Size, and Zach has undone them all again. They forgot about him. Red Lions run second. 12 and 2.7 the winner. Red Line at 4.3. Voyage Bubble the 2 at 1.4. And he has finally delivered. He promised so often. So often he'd been in the money in the Group 1s. And here he is on International Day leading off a super slow tempo, 134.52. And he dashed up the straight and he just did not look like getting beaten. It's that man Purton. 1.5 a neck, 134.52. There's a surreal feeling around Sharton because not only has the champion been beaten, he's missed the top 3, but they've all been outfoxed by a cagey man called Purton. Nick Child, Zachary has done it again.
He certainly has done it again, Mark, indeed. Zach, many congratulations. I'll let you walk on. Well done. That was a tactically astute ride that's won a Group 1 on a horse that you've always had faith in.
It was the only hope we had. There was no speed in the race, so just keep him walking. They gave us the opportunity to lead, and I just thought, the last thing I said to John was, I think this guy will like being on the fence because he's just got that tendency to hang in all the time. And he just got into a lovely rhythm, controlled the race. And I thought the only chance I had to beat Golden 60 was to try and put a gap on them and see how we went. And today was his day.
And Zach, he's a horse you've always had such a high opinion of. Obviously, he's run some mighty races and very good races, but great for him to get that Group 1 today.
I've always felt like there was just a little bit more there, and he just wants to do so many things wrong in the straight in his races that he can't let down to his full potential, and today we've seen that on the rail.
He certainly did, and obviously for the people that own him, the Kwok family, massive supporters of not just yours, but Hong Kong racing, of course, John Size, and great to see the black, white and pink.
Yeah, they're really good owners to ride for as well. They love their racing, they're involved, they spent a lot of money, so they deserve some success, and I'm just lucky that I'm a part of it. Obviously, I've had some success in these colours in this race on this day, so it's nice to get another one for them.
It certainly is, Zach. A great occasion. Enjoy it. I'm sure you will, and many congratulations.
Thank you.
Beauty Eternity wins the Champions Mile. Beauty Generation in 2018 and 2019 in these colours. Let's relive the Champions Mile.
He was first out, Golden 60, and he jumped so well. Voyage Bubble to his inside. Red Line began well, as did Beauty Eternal, and came Taj Dragon. Next is Brave Emperor from Elton Barrows and Galaxy Patch on the rail from O Bam Buramai. Second last is Beauty Joy and Champagne Colour as last of all. Beauty Eternal 3 off the rail leads. Golden 60s in the first 3. Voyage Bubbles down on the rail. Red Lion 4th, and then came Taj Dragon and Brave Emperor. 2 lengths to Elton Barrows from Galaxy Patch and O Bam Buramai. Second last is Beauty Joy and 2 lengths to Champagne Colour. It's Beauty Eternal leading, no speed on, and he's out by a length over Red Line. Voyage Bubbles running third. Golden 60 has 1 out cover 4th. Then Taj Dragon. Brave Emperor follows the champ. Next is Galaxy Patch from Elton Barrows. O Bamboo Ramai, Beauty Joy and Champagne Colour is 3 lengths away last of all. It's a slowly run Champions Mile as Beauty Eternal leads Red Line half a length. Voyage Bubble third. Vincent easing up 3 wide now on Golden 60. 2 lengths to Taj Dragon and Brave Emperor. Beauty Eternal is the leader. A length and a half Red Line. Golden 60. He needs to rally now. Voyage Bubbles on the inside. Beauty Eternal leads. He's 2 lengths over Red Line and Golden 60. Beauty Eternal. He's still in front. 2 Red Line. Voyage Bubble. Golden 60 will miss a place. Zach Purton's going to do it again, and he's outstripped them from the front.
Just perfectly rated off the front by Purton. Got across. He can be a bit keen in the early stages. Half the battle sometimes is just trying to get this horse to the start, but he's done it and done it oh so well today. 3:10.2 and 1, a length and a half by Nick. 1:34.52. The dividends to come up shortly, but Jenny, a terrific performance there.
Oh, unbelievable performance. What a great ride. Firstly, he jumped really well from gate 11. And Nick, you were at the barrier draw, and yeah. Patrick Kwok, you spoke to, he wasn't happy.
And he said, how many times have they tried to beat Golden 60 and failed? I said, how do you do it? He said, pray. Well, he's had intervention from above, yes, in the shape of the rain this week. He's also had intervention from an inspired Purton.
Absolutely. And from gate 11, I mean, you know, when Patrick drew that number, he just almost fell off the stage, didn't he? He goes, well, I don't think I've got much of a chance now, but...
And contrasting fortunes for the 2 Kwok horses, because this horse from a wide gate managed to get to the lead. Beauty Joy from an inside gate, who you thought might ride a bit handier than normal, even though he comes with a late rattle, was way back and never had any chance at all. As for Golden 60, you know, if you say, well, he had him even further back than he might have done, why didn't he go to the lead? Well, he didn't even close off for second. I think it's a combination of the absence and the rain-softened ground. He's been beaten on yielding ground before. Have just blunted that turn of foot, Jenny. But the way Purton rode the winner, Golden 60 would have had to have been every bit as good as he's ever been to run him down.
At one point, it sort of looked like he might have been going to sort of let down towards the 200 metres, but he just wasn't able to pick up that late finishing burst that we've seen him trademark here in Hong Kong.
Yeah, and just wonder if that weather did sort of, as you talked about, the track just sort of blunted him a little bit, as you've talked about. So, look, he battled on for 4th, but he didn't look like the winner all the way down the straight. There was a lot of money for the winner. Beauty Eternal came in from 24s into 12, so plenty of support for him late.
That's now 8 straight Hong Kong wins in the Champions Mile. It's difficult to bring the overseas horses here and compete against the locals. It's just a locals race, isn't it? It's hard to win when you travel with horses here.
Yeah, it really is. It's harder still when you don't do what you said you were going to do, which is drive on and try and get a really handy position. And if he wasn't going to do that, if he was sitting behind Golden 60 and co, then there was no way he was going to get a look in. I thought Galaxy Patch ran an extraordinary race. Go back and watch that again. He didn't get the run of the race, didn't get the rub of the green, was back, and has actually run on, I think, Jenny, to finish 5th or 6th.
Yeah, he has.
He's one for next year, isn't he?
And the first 4 horses in running there, I mean, Zach was just controlling the speed there. The first four horses home.
24.78 when standards 25, and then 23.25 outside standard 23.1, 23.89 standard 23.05 as we see the closing stages here. And Pierre Ung has always said about Galaxy Patch, the next 2-3 seasons, he is going to be a better horse.
I've no doubt about that. What a fantastic horse he is. I can't wait to see him next season.
How high do you think he stands, Jen?
He would be, I'm guessing, 16.3.
He's rangy, isn't he?
Quite tall, yeah, and very long-bodied, and he's a bit gangly as well. But I think he'll be even a nicer horse next season.
The dust is hardly settled, but what do you think Stanley Chan and Francis Lawyer are thinking about Golden 60 now, do you?
So hard, isn't it? Because he hasn't had conditions to enable him to show his true hand here. But you saw the way he broke from the gate today. He broke with such enthusiasm, straight into the bridle as he did in December. That, to me, is not the sign of a horse who's had enough racing. When they start breaking a step slow and not really looking like they're enjoying it, I just think conditions and the way that Purton rode the winner didn't allow him to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, this horse was a bit of a query on the surface as well. And let's not forget he was trained by Jason Williams back in Australia prior to coming over here as well. So he's done a great job with his pre-work, this horse, and he's eventually got this big win on the board. He started favourite in the Derby a couple of years ago, so he finished 3rd. And since then, he's been placing, but no wins.
We were sort of questioning him maybe before the race that he just hadn't quite taken that next step. And, well, today he's been given a masterful ride off the front, and he has taken that next step. Paul, we haven't touched about Voyage Bubble. He's got another incredible race again as Voyage Bubble.
Yeah, definitely he has, hasn't he? He was right there on the pace, and he ended up finishing 3rd.
Yeah, he boxed on really solidly.
And all credit to both horses who've gone to Dubai and come back. That's a tough trip to back up so quickly. California Spangle and Voyage Bubble have both run absolute stormers today.
And the one that went to Japan didn't so much, and that's Victor the winner. But he had excuses because...
And hopefully that encourages Hong Kong owners with these stars here to want to travel that. They know it can be done. Romantic Warrior going down to Melbourne and performing in the Cox Plate, and those two horses going across to Dubai and coming back here, it can be done. Yes, it's not easy going through travel and quarantine, having to be trained out of quarantine here, but it can be done. You can be successful.
I dare say that man there, John Size, has had a few sleepless nights about Beauty Eternal, because clearly all the talent's there, but it was just a question of unlocking it.
Well, he is such a master trainer. If anyone can squeeze anything out of a horse, he certainly can do that, and he's done it with this horse here today. And very smart to put him up there on the lead, because as Zach said, he can lay in his races. So once he's got that rail to follow, it makes it a lot easier assignment for the jockey and the horse.
I think Champagne Colour might have had a little excuse. I reckon he might have been the horse that stumbled at the start, and he was on the back foot for the get-go there for the Japanese Raiders. I didn't see what happened to Elton Barrows or Obam Buramine.
Elton Barrows ended up very deep on the track in the white and green. So again, didn't have a great trip. I think he's a horse that still got a little bit to offer at a decent level, particularly on better ground. This isn't the weather for the Japanese horses. I'll say that they'll go and win the Kiwi 2 Cup now. But as a general rule, sound, even surface is what they want.
Absolutely. We can see the closing stages here of Zach Purton pushing out Beauty Eternal to the line to win the Champions Mile. And Zach has, of course, had success in this race in the past in these colours with Beauty Generation. It was a magnificent horse here in Hong Kong, and connections are getting set for the presentation out here in the parade ring for the FWD Champions Mile. There's plenty more still to come here at Sha Tin. We've got the 2,000 metre stars coming up next as we can take you to the presentation now.